Speaking of friends in this business, we lost a great, an icon. I must ask.
I am heartbroken, absolutely, and it was a shock.
Yeah.
And it was right before I got here today. You know, it came across the wire, and everybody, you know, obviously he wasn't open about his diagnosis, and we're talking about Norm Macdonald,
Yes, sir.
who, you know, is from my home country, also a fellow Canadian. He gave me some of my favorite moments ever on SNL. And he was just so funny, so pure, so authentic, so real. And I mentioned it tonight on the show because I thought it was so fitting on a day with such great loss in the world of comedy that we here on AGT are celebrating comedy with two comedians in the final. And I thought, you know, in honor of this great loss, you know, maybe this is a tribute to Norm Macdonald.
Howie, talk to me about your reaction overall. And then if you had to pick somebody that takes it all, who is that person?
There's a couple of good chances. I think either the last two have a great chance, and whether that's Josh Blue, the comedian, or the Northwell Nurses Choir, I think have a really good chance of taking it. But I've been here for 16 years and have never been part of a finale where everybody rose to the occasion. And we've been talking in past weeks, and on any given show, somebody is crushed under the pressure of live TV. There's always been something, uh-oh moment. We didn't have an uh-oh moment. It was like an oh wow moment out of every single act.
Tell me about that Aiden moment. Aiden obviously had a spectacular, energized, wild, scary performance. And then Simon was on top of the table. You seem to have the same reaction. You weren't on the table, but you felt the same way about Aiden's performance. Did you not?
No.
No?
I said I liked his
The
last
one better.
better.
You
So
didn't think this one was... Compare the two.
It's really hard to compare because it's a boy hanging from sheets spinning, and I, as a judge, I was just thinking my agent because we're at the season finale, and when I finish with you, I got to call my agent to find out if I'm on next year.
Well,
so that's
if he knows what's good for him.
Yeah, that's the priorities in my head right now. But speaking of Aiden, you know, it's hard to find so many things to do. Unlike a song where you could pick a new song, unlike a comedian who can write more material, unlike a circus act which finds a new stunt, I felt like it looks really similar, and I thought that the smoothest performance was the last one. In my opinion, his last trick wasn't spectacular. It wasn't good closing. If I was putting it together like a comedy act, that was not his biggest laugh to close with.
Yeah, there was a moment where I think we all thought it went wrong for a second.
Well, that is called, I know because I've been here for years, that's called a death drop.
Okay, we were terrified.
No, but if you've watched death drops previously on our show, they have been like jaw-dropping, heart-shaking moments. And it was a little short and I watched the setup. But that's just me. And I'm not voting, and I don't have anything to do with who wins.
You are a tough judge tonight,
I am
Howie.
tough.
You are tough.
I am a tough judge.
I saw and spoke to Heidi about a plunger on your belly.
Right.
How did this come about?
Oh, because I don't like to stick my finger. I have an innie, and I don't like to stick my fingers in to get the lint out. So I use it. It's a life hack. Use it if you want to. I use a plunger, and my belly button, and I'll just say it right now, is probably the freshest of anyone's on the show. There's an ET scoop for you.
There's an ET scoop, and we also learned something else about you. You have really good friends. Friends so good they're willing to plunge your belly button clean for you.
Heidi has always been there for me.
Fantastic.
Heidi will call me sometimes in the middle of the night and goes, "Is there anything in your belly button?" I go, "Why?" She goes, "Because I can bring my plunger tomorrow." Like, she doesn't even care to use mine. She brings a plunger to plunge my belly. That's friendship.